start with opening comments about the game, then we'll open for members of the media for questions.
I'll go straight to questions, please.
Yes, ma'am. At this time, if a member of the media would like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand function and you'll be identified. And our first question comes from Joe Hale. John, excuse me.
Kyra, just what do you think happened there at the beginning? It seemed to get out of control before, basically right as soon as it started.
I thought early on we had some good looks at the rim. The ball didn't go in. I think we let our offense affect our defense. We let them go on a 7-0 run, dug ourselves in a hole, and really never recovered from there.
Our next question comes from John.
Hey, Kyra, John Huang, NOLA Media. Tough end to your first year. Caitlin Clark, she was just on fire from the get-go. I'm not sure you could have done anything to slow her down, but what was the game plan going in to try to contain her?
The game plan, we would go in, we would play star defense, try to rotate fresh bodies on her, no help. Face guard her when she gave it up, deny her back. I thought she did a great job continuing to move. Thought we did a better job on her in the second half. Thought she hit some really tough shots. She's a phenomenal scorer, but we could have been better defensively today.
Our next question comes from Alec Green.
Hey, Kyra, after the Idaho State game, you had mentioned that you were impressed with the defensive intensity and energy. Did you see a drop in that today, or what did you see on that end of the floor in terms of the effort there?
Well, I do think our offense affected our defense early. In the second half, I thought we turned it up in the third quarter, started to make a run, but we just dug ourselves too deep of a hole. We won the second half, but it was too deep of a hole for us to come out of.
I want to remind members of the media, please state your name and affiliation, as Coach can't see who you are. Our next question comes from Larry Vaughn.
Yes, Carol, Larry Vault's Views. Just wondering, how disappointing was it to you that Iowa was able to score inside as much and as easily as what they were able to do against you?
Well, Iowa played well. They pounded the ball inside. I thought we didn't give enough resistance. We were playing star defense, so it's hard to bring the double, so we needed to push out a little bit more. But overall, today wasn't our day. It was a disappointing finish. We have to learn from this and grow.
Are there any other questions for Coach at this time? We have another question from John Hale.
All right, it took Brian a little bit to get going today. I don't think her first field goal came until midway through the second quarter. Do you think maybe she got caught up in the talk of the matchup with Caitlin, or was there something else going on there?
No, that was not the focus going into the game. Ryan came out, she played hard. Sometimes the shot does not go in, and that's part of basketball. But I thought she continued to play hard. She went to the offensive boards. She made some great passes to her teammates. She stayed the course. Yes, so it took her a little bit to get going offensively for the shot to go in. But just because your shot's not going in, if you know the game of basketball, there's other things that are happening on the floor.
Next question comes from John.
Kyra, you're down 27 at the half. What do you tell your team in terms of learning something and maybe taking positives? Who did you see that maybe responded to your challenge?
I'm sorry, can you say that again? There's a couple other people talking in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were down 27 at the half. And in terms of learning experience, I'm sure you challenged the team. Who were some of the people that maybe responded to the challenge?
At halftime, we kept saying 20 minutes is a long time. We were not going to lay down 20 minutes. We had to go back to work, focus on the fundamentals. One of the things that we talked about was winning the first 4 minutes, making a run, which we did. I thought Jasmine stepped up to the challenge. She pushed the ball in transition. She did a great job of pressuring the basketball. She became one of our star people on Caitlin. Ron went downhill. She hit some big shots down the stretch. It was good to see Dre. I thought she hustled all day today as far as getting on the glass, finishing, taking her time on shots. And then Robin defensively, something that won't show up on the stat sheet or might not even make headlines. I really thought we challenged her, to make Caitlin Clark work in the second half, and she did that.
And our final question comes from Larry. Maybe not. Coach, that'll be all. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.